Is Apple a big meanie weenie? Are they unfair to developers and companies that are in the App Store? My answer is fuck no.
Want daily tech news in a way that doesn't suck? Of course you do. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Front Page Tech, of course, show that gives you all the latest tech news. One geek, that is me, to another, that is you. Happy Wednesday, happy motherfucking hump day. On this lovely hump of day, I'm not sick anymore. I don't think I am. Or the medicine's just doing a really good job. All right, so story numero uno for the day. Facebook is down, like a worldwide massive outage. I didn't go on Facebook or anything. That's not how I found out. I found out from Twitter, because Facebook tweeted it. Every single time I see a tweet from Facebook on Twitter, I lose my goddamn mind. They tweeted to let everyone know that yes, there is an outage. So if you've been trying to use Facebook or Instagram or WhatsApp and you're like, where'd it go? It's because it is gone. Well, with my luck, it'll probably be back up by the time you see this, because f me. We have no idea the exact amount of users who are affected by this, but listen, it's a lot of people. This is a massive outage. So we're talking users in North America, South America, and Europe. This is all according to downdetector.com. Oh my God, what is everyone gonna do without Facebook? And by everyone, I mean everyone over the age of 45. Come on, let's be real. Ain't nobody on Facebook anymore. Okay, it's no secret. Huawei likes to lie, a lot. But for some reason, they have a stupid fucking habit of lying about things that they don't have to lie about. All right, so we've seen stuff like this before from Huawei, where they have a commercial, they show quote-unquote images from one of their phones, but the images were actually taken with a DSLR. This time, they've taken it a step further as part of the teaser campaign for the upcoming P30 Pro, specifically the camera in the P30 Pro. It has a periscope zoom lens, and they wanted to show that off, of course. And they did so by not even taking a picture with a DSLR. Nah, they got even lazier. They just bought one. They bought a stock image. That's right, they just got a photo from Getty Images and called it a day. But my question is, why? Huawei's hardware is typically pretty amazing. And yes, that includes the cameras. The pictures taken from Huawei devices as of late are also amazing. So why? This isn't even a case of oh, we need to lie and make the photos look even better than they are. This just seems lazy and lame. Huawei, I just don't fucking get it. I genuinely don't understand why you're always fucking lying when you do not you're lying about stuff you don't have to lie about. If you're gonna lie, make something crazy. Introducing the Huawei P30 Pro, with a camera so amazing that you can see through pants and see people's souls. Listen, I'm just throwing out ideas. That's all. So, as you probably already know, Apple charges a 30%, what people call the Apple tax, a 30% Apple tax to developers, companies within the App Store that have in-app purchases, subscription revenue, that sort of stuff. Apple takes a 30% cut because, well, you're using their platform, you're playing in their playground. But not all companies agree with this. They think it's unfair. They've sued Apple. They've lost those lawsuits, but now Spotify has done something that nobody has done before and filed a formal complaint. So Spotify just filed a complaint against Apple with the European Commission over App Store rules, because according to them, it gives Apple a quote unfair advantage at every turn. So because Apple charges this 30% tax, it's harder for Spotify to compete with Apple Music. So the complaint itself actually reads, Apple requires that Spotify and other digital services pay 30% tax on purchases made through Apple's payment system, including upgrading from our free to our premium service. If we pay this tax, it will force us to artificially inflate the price of our premium membership well above the price of Apple Music. Now, to be clear, there is an alternative here. There is another option, and a lot of other developers do this. That option, of course, is where you sort of bypass Apple's charge and don't allow those in-app purchases within iOS, and instead you have your users just go online and sign up for a subscription that way. That way, you get 100% of the payment, and it never goes through Apple's payment system first. But Spotify says there's a problem with that too. Quote, if we choose not to use Apple's payment system, foregoing the charge, Apple then applies a series of technical and experience limiting restrictions on Spotify. So some examples to that would be like harder customer support, being locked out of Apple services like Siri, HomePod, Apple Watch, stuff like that. So in order to be incorporated in the rest of the services, you also have to comply with the rules right away. That is, if you want to make money from our stuff, we get a cut of that. So, do I think this is unfair? No. It's just business. This is a thing with both the App Store and with the Google Play Store, 30% fee for these app services. So this isn't me just defending Apple. This goes for both the App Store and for the Google Play Store. Those are massive platforms, obviously, built by Apple, built by Google, that have the customers that you need, that your business needs. So if you as a business want access to those customers on a platform that you did not build, you better sure as fuck be ready to pay a convenience fee. Fuck the whole tax thing. This is a convenience fee. Want to know why? Because if your company, you don't think that it's fair that you have to pay a 30% fee, why don't you go ahead and make your own platform, your own hardware? Let's see how the cost weighs out. Would it be more expensive to go ahead and build your own hardware, your own platform, and try to get all the customers there so then they can pay for your service and you can do whatever the fuck you want? Or would you rather just cop up 30% of the fees to the platform you choose to use because the customers are there? Listen, as far as I'm concerned, Apple, Google, if they wanted, they could charge up to a 50% fee and I wouldn't see any problem with that. This is their platform. This is what they built. If you expect to go into their playground and make money off of the people that are in the playground, you got to pay an entry fee, bud. So the fact that there's a 30% fee here, or that Apple has their own music streaming service, which it wasn't always that way, but of course now it is. This isn't unfair. This is just business. This is how you chose to completely rely on these platforms. You need the customers. This is just how it works. So listen, I don't know what the European Commission is going to say about any of this, but Spotify, what I would say is build your own hardware platform and consumer base, or shut your fucking mouth and pay the fee. Hey, it's 2019. If your brand or business doesn't have an online presence, what's wrong with you? You have no excuses, especially when building a website with Bookmark takes less time than it took you to watch this episode. Seriously, you probably could have built like 3 websites while you watched this. With the most intuitive website builder I have ever seen ever, Bookmark can have a professional e-commerce ready website built for you in less than 2 minutes using Ada, your artificial intelligence design assistant, all without you having to know even a single line of code. Ada can create optimized websites for over 750 business types in one click. With their own e-learning courses, website analytics, community forums, and powerful entrepreneur tools at your disposal, Bookmark has assembled a wealth of knowledge for you to use to grow your business and take it to the next level. So if you're finally ready to work smart and not hard, click the link down in the description below. And of course, a huge thanks to Bookmark for supporting this show. And that is the show. Hopefully you liked it, you learned something. If you did, hit that like button. If you hate my stupid face, hit the dislike button. If you're new here, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.